Mr Deputy Speaker, it's a great pleasure to be called, and I want to commend my good friend from Runnymede and Weybridge. He's been an excellent champion for his constituency, the constituency in which I was born, and I've watched his excellent work with interest, and it's a brilliant bill, so I commend him for it, and I'm going to support it really hard as well. We know what the bill does. It creates offences relevant to repeat breaches of planning controls. It makes provision about planning offences. It also establishes a national register of persons who've committed planning offences, so it's all good. The key point is to protect our countryside. And while the majority of developers and councils do follow the rules, this bill will hold to account those who flout the rules. So what's it all about? Well, Clause 1, through regulations, the bill facilitates the establishment of an England-wide database of breaches of planning control. Why is that important? It's important because councils like Bracknell Forest Council and Woking Borough Council are spending an absolute fortune fighting breaches and fighting repeat appeals. And it's absolutely right that the cost of these appeals should be covered by the fees themselves. Why should we, as the taxpayer, pick up the tab for rogue developers? Clause 2, planning applicants required to declare previous breaches. Absolutely right. Clause 3, the bill allowing planning authorities in England to seek an injunction from the High Court in response to an unresolved breach of planning control. Again, spot on. And clauses 4 and 5, further excellent clauses that aid the transparency of this measure. And why is my friend doing this? Well, it's quite simple. Because development at the moment is immune from enforcement. Within 4 years of substantial completion for a breach of planning control, and also within 4 years for an authorised change of use to a single dwelling house. Councils are powerless to deal with this, and it's morally wrong. So again, it's an excellent bill. I'm going to support it. On wider planning, and this is really important, I am very enthused by what lies ahead for the forthcoming planning bill. What's this government doing? A new £11.5 billion affordable homes programme over 5 years. A new mortgage scheme guaranteed for those with a 5% deposit. Discounts off the market price for first-time buyers. The abolition of Section 21 of the Housing Act on no-fault evictions, which has helped to protect tenants from being thrown onto the streets. It's excellent stuff. But, and there is a big but, the housing and planning bill needs to focus in terms of future planning on those areas that have the capacity to absorb planning and where the need for the levelling up agenda is most acute. To put it bluntly, this cannot be at the expense of the quality of life that constituents enjoy in parts of the UK, notably in the congested southeast, and it must not include building on greenbelt or green spaces, eroding what's left of our open spaces, or ripping the heart out of our rural or even urban communities. In Bracknell Forest Council, which I'm proud to represent in this place, 1,688 homes were built in 2019-2020, a 123% increase. We're doing it. Bracknell Forest Council's doing it in line with the local plan. And most of that is on brownfield sites, which is really, really important. But this government-driven policy at the moment is vexing our communities. It's wrong that councils should be forced to build on whatever scraps of land are left over. This includes pub gardens, school playgrounds, golf courses, common land, forest blocks, recreational areas and open spaces. It is a disgrace. And it's also a similar picture in Wokingham, where the council was almost powerless to stop the activities of speculative developers. So I would urge in particular Wokingham Borough Council to engage with its MP and to run its local plan past its MP, particularly in relation to Pinewood. So what are we doing? Well, the ripping up the Lichfield table was absolutely right. So what we need is not the Lichfield formula. What we need is a new formula that focuses on residual land availability as a percentage of the total available area. If there's nothing left apart from residual farmland, golf courses, school playgrounds or golf courses, then don't build on it. We must build on urban and brownfield sites, particularly in areas such as the Midlands, the North West and the North East. The government should therefore be incentivising developers to target less valuable land by levelling up further north and in those areas that need new housing. I'm also led to believe that 1 million homes across the UK are currently unoccupied. There's also further 1 million permissions already granted. So let's exploit that first of all, before building on yet more green-built land. We also need more protections for farmland, so let's impose punitive and progressive taxes for those who seek to build on what's left of our constituencies. And we must also allow councils to honour existing local plans and to have extra targets, not to have extra targets forced upon them. We need to give communities the autonomy and the ability to say no. So, Mr. Speaker, in brief, our communities need a voice. Our constituents need a voice. Our constituents must not have targets imposed upon them, particularly in the South East. Listen, please, to Conservative voters in particular, who are really concerned about this. 2 final points before I finish. Let's get the planning bill done, please, Minister in his place, and let's get it done in the right way. Let's build in the right locations. Let's build in the right places. Let's not erode the quality of life that our constituents already have by yet more concreting over what's left of our green and pleasant lands. This is just plain wrong. And lastly, back to the bill, let's subsume my honourable friend's bill into the planning bill. It's the right thing to do, we must support it, and let's deal once and for all with these road developers. Thank you.
Anthony Magnol.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, and what a pleasure it is to be able to speak in this debate. And in the next 5 minutes, I am going to say why the member for Runnymede and Weybridge, Runnybridge and Weymede, as has been said, why he's absolutely right in putting forward this piece of legislation.